Okay. Little chub, my pants almost fell down there. You almost got a free show. What's going on, you sexy bastards? Welcome back. No slippers today, actually. The toesies are out. The toesies are out and frozen. What's up? Welcome to Professional Child, episode 44. I think episode 44. I'm not sure if I'm wrong. Don't shoot. You sexy bastards, welcome to Professional Child. I do want to say, change of pace. If you missed last week's episode, I explained what's going to happen today on this episode. But if you missed last week, go stop what you're doing right now. Slap your mother in the fucking face. Take your time. Open a new tab. Watch last week's episode. Then come back to this one and watch as me and my man Migz from MigzMonday on Instagram, we had a nice, beautiful conversation. We talked about everything New York sports, just in general what's going on with the fucking world. We talked about pretty much typical New York shit that pretty much is all his content. His content is that New York style TikTok shorts that if you're from New York, you crack up because you know exactly what he's talking about. But if you're not from New York, you laugh at it because you can't understand how crazy someone would be to live in New York with all the shit going on, and you can relate. So I wanted to have him on the podcast. I hit him up about 2 weeks ago. We got together. Discord was fucking up, so I got him on a fucking Instagram audio call, which I was thankfully able to connect into via Bluetooth. I was fucking technical there. You know me with Ys and technology. Shit wasn't going well. I was almost about to curse him out, tell him to go fuck himself. I can't do it. I'm not professional. I'm a child. I don't know. So there you go. The name makes a lot of sense. Professional Child. So yeah, he's here via audio. So you sexy bastards, enjoy this episode while you're doing homework, while you're going to fucking school, while you're commuting back from prison. Do what you gotta do. This episode is mainly for me and mainly was a great conversation just in all. Okay, so you sexy bastards, have a great time listening. And also, make sure to follow Migz on everything. His Instagram's down below. Make sure to follow. Don't forget my new podcast I'm doing with my man Vinny, the Weekly Issue podcast. The Weekly Issue has everything to do with comic books, DC, Marvel, Star Wars. And if you're into that nerdum, go subscribe down below to my new channel I'm doing with Vinny called The Weekly Issue, where it's a comic book podcast and much, much more. People, have fun. Enjoy this MigzMonday podcast. So what should I call you? Do I call you Migz? How do you want to be addressed?
Just like regular, IG Migz and shit, bro.
MigzMonday. Well, because sometimes people say, "What do you want to call me? Do you want to be called Turbo? Do you want to be called your real name?" Because they don't know what the fuck. Like sometimes they say, "Hey, what's your name?" and I say Turbo. They think I'm a porn star. They don't know what to call me.
Yeah, I got it.
I like Migz though. Where did Migz come from?
But I'm gonna be honest. Oh my god, hold up. Let me put my shit on. You get me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I forgot who gave me that name. I'm gonna be real honest. I think it was like when I was like growing up, like in school type shit. Or like playing basketball with like my people and stuff. I forgot like who came up with that. I forgot who was it, but that's like the only way I remember how I came up. Like literally, like how like the name itself just came up. I was like, "Hey, fuck it."
That's it.
Took whatever. Yeah, I took whatever. I said, "Fuck it." So I just ran with it, and it's been my nickname for the rest of my life. It's gonna be like that until the day I'm gone.
You know what's funny? I remember there was a time when a lot of people, I don't know where this came from, maybe from like AOL, like MySpace, but everybody that you couldn't meet nobody that they didn't just give you their real fucking name. That they had to give you like, "Oh, I'm Baby D," or "Oh, I'm D, I'm D Nikki." I remember my sister, her name's Dominique. She go, "Oh, I'm D Nikki." I'm like, "Who? All these fucking names? They're coming from AOL and shit like that." Before we record, which by the way, you sexy bastards, I'm talking to my man Migz, which just for your also just to let you know, so you're not left in the dark.
You good, bro? You good?
I was sitting on my couch. I think it was when I texted you. I think it was like a week ago, and I was because fucking listen to me. There's a ton of people out there that try to do the typical New Yorker style videos, TikTok, especially when TikTok came out. A bunch of these, wannabe tough guy fucking New Yorkers making these, comedy reels and shit like that. And a lot of them, I swear to God, like I don't care, fucking all these people that the only talent they got is their New York accent. I can see right through it. Or half of them that I watch, I can see right through it, and I get annoyed by it. To be honest with you, like, I get like
some people. What they do is they will they'll sometimes push it out, but like if it naturally like happens type shit, then I mean, hey, it happens because you have some people that force it, and you have some people that don't force it, like it just comes out naturally, or that's how sometimes they are, which that's how it always is most of the time, like just being like from here because I've been here all my life, so
yeah,
I picked up a lot over the course of time, slang, all that other good shit. Like
because I mean you do, because listen, people when they talk to me, I mean before we started, that's what I was gonna say. Before we started, you thought that I was from Boston. You thought I was from Massachusetts.
Yeah, Boston, Massachusetts. That's the one state I fucking hate, man. Only because there's 14.
I was just gonna say, is it because of the Celtics and the Red Sox, or what is it? I'm not sure.
Man, listen, bro. Well, especially the Red Sox. I'm gonna tell you right there.
You're a Yankee fan.
Yeah, man, Yankee fan.
I mean, listen, dude. Listen, I'm a Mets fan. But we don't gotta go there. We don't gotta go there. We were starting nice. We started out hot. I don't want to fuck this up. We're going good. I don't want to go there.
You can put that in the combo too. I ain't gonna lie. You can definitely put that in the combo too. It's all about improvise, man.
Listen. With no cuts, no edits, no paper cuts, no butts. We're here. We're doing it, dude. We're fucking talking. You can say all the racial slurs you want. No edits. We're keeping it all in. All in. That's it.
I gotta call that shit. That shit don't upset me no more. That shit don't upset me no more.
What if someone tried? What kind of person are you if you see? And we'll get to more of the introductory stuff in a second. But what kind of person are you when it comes to just seeing comments that people try to not say, quote unquote, we're not on any level to get canceled, but when people have a problem, let's say with your cursing or anything you do in your videos, what's your first reaction? What's your first initial emotion?
Bro, I just be lost because it's like, why would the fuck you say this dumb shit, bro? like that's one. Like, why the fuck did you just say this dumb shit? Like, you expect me to react a certain way? Like, oh my god, like fuck out of here. I don't know. I say whatever, bro, because it's like I don't really feed into it, but if it's like so stupid, I just have to say something, and it's like, bro, like, why the fuck are you on my dick? I don't even know you.
Listen to me. This is why I wanted to have you on the show, because you remind me of just everybody who I grew up with. Like I'm from Brooklyn. I'm gonna make a guess and say that you are from either Queens or the Bronx.
I'm from Bronx.
Okay, you see, come on. It's easy. It's easy. Process of elimination, and based off the just the last sentence you told me, Bronx. I just knew Bronx. I just know for a fact you go down the block, you see Ronnie from the Jersey Shore benching fucking 350. That's the person you are. I could just see it.
Exactly.
Well, no, I wanted to ask that because I mean, I can just see already that we are like, if we were together, we would definitely be the odd couple from New York. I can say, because people look at me and they automatically, like you say, oh, you're from New York. I hear the accent. You're from New York. Hear the accent. Or just the videos I do that they see I'm in Coney Island. They see I'm in the city. So they're going to, of course, I'm in New York. So they see that and they get initially, like you said, they initially throw the rambunctious, the crazy, the fucking, just like the dirty person when they just categorize you with New York. So that's why I want to get a little taste, see what kind of person you are on social media when it came to people busting your balls, because there's some people from New York that they would either just block, go fuck yourself, or that's when they do get canceled and they go to kill their family.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's the same old shit, bro. There's a different person that does this shit all the time.
So what made you get into this comedy stuff? Because I said it, the podcast that went out today when we're recording this, the one you guys
Wait,
watching.
We're recording right now?
Yeah, we're recording. We're recording.
Yeah, my fault.
I'm sorry, did I not tell you in the beginning?
I thought you were doing the intro, that's why. I was like, what the I thought it was so long. So I was like, wait, did he do the intro yet?
I thought I told you this just turned into an interrogation. This just
I'll fuck with you.
this just turned into, for the past 7 minutes. It's like I was wearing a wire and you had no clue. I was getting information out of you.
You good, bro? You good, man?
How many things you steal? How many things you steal from the dollar store? Tell me. Let's go. Get it out now.
You want me to be real, bro?
Listen. We can go into that. We grew up in New York.
Man,
We stole a bunch of blow pops growing up. We stole a bunch of blow pops. Let's not even go there.
I stole like dollar sodas. I'm gonna be real, but I ain't do it from like a store. I did this shit when I was in school, though, bro.
Who gives a fuck? No one's coming for you. No one's coming for you.
Nah, high key, man. Like my mom and my pops would have cooked me, bro. If they would have found out. I had the bread to pay that shit back because I was like, nah, bro, I'm not trying to get caught up right now.
You want to hear a funny story? Speaking of blow pops, no joke, that's why I said it. I had to be, I mean, you know, I was at the age where I knew from good from bad, you know what I'm saying? So I was maybe 8 years old, whatever the fuck, and I remember I stole a small ass fucking, you know, blow pop from the normal corner store, whatever, and I show my dad thinking I'm like cool and shit. Thinking I'm like, Dad, look how I just swift this fucking lollipop, and my dad looks.
You was about to get cooked.
My dad looks at me and he goes, "Are you retarded? Are you fucking stupid?" He goes, because now what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna bring you back to the store and you're gonna give it back to him. Like, oh, here we go, over a fucking cherry lollipop. All right, Dad, okay.
And coach you. Well, before 4K, we have fucking 180. We have 180.
Yeah, no,
4K, 380p. You know, we have 160. We didn't have no 1080p at that time.
What you call it? So I definitely, this ain't a question for you then, because like I say, all the other people that do New York stuff and typical, like, you know, because people who are watching right now, you know, the links in the description. I put a bunch of his clips are going to be on the screen right now. It is your whole entire your comedy right now. What you make is about New York stuff. So I just want to ask, like, what made you get into making these videos? Because I get it, you know, we grew up around kids where they're like, oh, you're doing this fucking stupid video shit, you know, this fucking video shit, yo, look my boy Miggs is acting like a fucking comedian on Instagram. It could be mentally tiring, and like, you know, like you know, just doing it could be a hassle. So what made you want to start doing this stuff?
Well, since we're talking, man, I mainly like grew up watching a lot of famous actors, you know what I'm saying, growing up and stuff. My favorite actor all the time is always going to be Adam Sandler. I'm putting him at one of everything.
Adam Sandler, yeah.
Know, yeah, Adam Sandler. I always, when somebody asks me this shit, like, yo, who's your favorite actor? It's always going to be Adam Sandler no matter what, bro. Like, Adam Sandler just carries himself as a chill dude, cringe, but funny in a way. Yeah. You know, and I grew up watching him. You know what I'm saying?
I heard a great comparison. Sorry to cut you off, but I heard a great comparison about Adam Sandler. They compared him to Drake, where it's like Adam Sandler had a streak like Drake has his streaks, when it's every single fucking year you cannot go without a single on the radio from Drake. Back in the day, the early 2000s, you couldn't go a year without a hit movie coming from Adam Sandler.
Exactly. All his movies at the time too were always coming up. Like, I remember Billy Madison is my favorite movie.
You had Billy Madison. You had Waterboy. You had
Waterboy.
What the fuck?
Fucking Anger Management. Anger Management is an underrated movie. Anger Management is an underrated movie in my opinion.
You had a movie that I think is underrated. A lot of people don't talk about a lot anymore. Is Chuck and Larry with Kevin James.
Oh yeah, now when they was like acting gay, right?
Yeah, they were a gay couple, and they had to act it to like for some lawsuit or whatever. I'm not sure what the whole story was.
Yeah, I don't even know how that shit started. Like I watched that to this day, and I still don't understand. Like, bro, I'm 24.
It's fucking hysterical though, dude.
I don't understand that shit because I don't understand like how the plot just started. Like,
if you remember, they were two firefighters. And and they got, and I think Kevin James's character or Adam Sandler's character got hurt in a fire. Like he got hurt something, and I swear to fucking God, you're gonna make me want to go and look this up after we record this, because I think it's because of some type of lawsuit, or he'll get more money if he was in a relationship or a gay relationship or whatever it was. I forgot, but Kevin James and Adam Sandler end up going to a lawyer. They say, okay, you gotta make believe you're gay, and I guess they end up being like, that they don't want to end up not living without each other. I guess I don't know what the fuck it is, Migs. I guess
it was like documentation actually showing. This
I don't know. Maybe Adam.
It's like you have to actually be gay. But listen, if you get mad breath from lawsuit, man, hey man, just take it up the ass for like 5-10 minutes.
Migs, listen, if you told me I can get a paycheck for sucking some cock, I'm sucking the cock. Migs, that's what's happening.
Fuck it, bro. No, listen, bro. You gotta listen, like. I tell my friends this shit all the time. I remember one.
I tell my friends all the time I'd suck cock.
But listen, right? I told these guys like, yo, bro, for like $1 billion.
I thought you were gonna say for a Bitcoin. For a Bitcoin.
Nah, that shit ain't trash. That shit is trash now. If you was around like a year or two ago where Bitcoin was popular, shit, you'll be fucking popping. But now that shit is down and plummeted. I remember I told my friend this shit one time. I was like, yo, bro, for $1 billion, you fuck somebody that's gay. He said, nah. And I said, and then he asked me that, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be honest, bro, I'm killing this shit. I don't give a fuck.
Dude, listen to me. It's just people don't understand, because that's why I wanted to ask you in the beginning about how, like, why'd you get started, and like just getting your background from New York, because a lot of people fake this funk, and it's not even just automatically in TikTok. Just the way you speak it to me. You are every person who I grew up with in one person, Migs. I'm telling you. It's just when your video about the aux, like having the aux in the car when you're like, listen to me, I don't give a fuck who you are. If you put on a bad song after a good song and you're in my fucking car, you're getting knocked out. Like I couldn't relate to that more, because just like you,
those are L tunes, bro. Those are L tunes. I don't need that.
You don't even know what tunes I'm gonna be talking about. You don't even know what I'm putting on the fucking radio.
You get where you be jamming to, bro?
What do you? Okay, just by getting the look of me from Instagram or whatever, I guarantee you took a glance of this albino face. What do you think I like? What do you think? What do you think my white albino fucking face likes?
I would say like, okay, like probably my face, like people would think, oh, he probably listens to mad country music, or like maybe like soul. And then when you look at the playlist, you probably got mad drill rappers and shit. So I was like, I get that vibe. I don't know why, but that happens though, because I have a friend that's like that.
We all have that white friend that acts black. We all do.
But the thing is, right? He's Ecuadorian, right?
Okay.
I was expecting him.
I assumed. You see what I just did there? I assumed. I assumed.
No, it's all good. I would expect him to listen to nothing but straight Spanish music.
Yeah.
And mind you, I grew up with him for a long ass time. I was expecting him to listen to straight Spanish music. This motherfucker just has nothing but fucking drill rappers, like everybody that's new. And I would not think that he would listen to that, because he doesn't give me that vibe. But after a while, I was like, okay. I still fuck with my guy, though.
Listen to me. You can tell a lot by a person by their music. However, people who just like listen, if I was in a car with you, right, and you're putting on your music, so the music I listen to, I'm more a lot, cause I could appreciate, because first of all, I don't listen to the drill rappers. I just don't.
Yeah, I don't either. All that motherfuckers is every day there's a new drill rapper that's being born. I was even kind of scared to maybe bring this up with you, because I'm not sure, because the Boogie Down Bronx, I can understand how this is very fucking sacred. I'm not a big fan of like that, and I'm gonna say Pop Smoke, but that type of music. Mm-hmm. I don't get it. Listen, like, there's one thing, right?
And I'm looking very white right now. You heard what I just said? I just don't get that Pop Smoke. I just don't understand it.
So you listen, like with me, bro. Like being from the Bronx, bro. I mean, yeah, music is cool and dandy, but most of the people that came out of the Bronx is just like, it's just the same like shit. Like we have A Boogie, Lil TJ.
But it just seems like if the person just picks up the mic and goes, like, oh my god. I don't got.
Right? But you gotta think about it though, right? Like, okay, like I understand because music nowadays is trash. Like I don't even listen to most of the new music
Most
nowadays.
of it, yeah.
I listen, bro. Like if I tell you my list right now, bro, you'll probably be like, wow, like that's actually like unexpected. Like I'll tell you right now, bro. One, I listen to Frank Ocean.
Okay.
Right. Two, I listen to Tyler Creator.
I love Tyler the
Three,
Creator.
yeah, I grew up on his music, so that's why. Three, I listen to Steve Lacy, and he just became popular.
Uh-huh.
It sucks that he has a TikTok fan base because he was actually good before he became better at where he's at now. Then I listen to Childish Gambino. Also, Donald Glover's like one of my favorite actors as well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but his rap name Childish Gambino is always he hits after hits after hits.
Yeah.
And I listen to those. I listen to those main four. Like if I want to go to like regular rap music, I'll listen to maybe Kid Cudi, Wiz Khalifa. A lot of people don't listen to Wiz Khalifa now because he's trash.
Mm-hmm.
But I listen to Currency. Currency's pretty good. And if I'm wildin', even Kanye. And yes, he made Graduation, bro.
No, listen, a lot of people are fucking just like with Michael Jackson. Do we still listen? Do we not? I don't fucking know. If it's on the playlist and it's on the fucking song I'm listening to, I don't fucking know here. I don't know.
Michael Jackson though is not as bad, but I don't even listen to him, man. Listen, I never grew up on it heavy, but everything else I like grew up with because I grew up both. Listen, I grew up when Wiz Khalifa was like popular. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up on that when Rolling Papers was his best album. And if you listen to Rolling Papers,
my God!
Time,
I started listening to it. So when I started smoking weed, I was quote unquote late to the game. I started smoking weed when I was a senior in high school, 2018.
That's all right.
So when that
Damn, 2018.
I'm 22 years old, Miggs.
Bro, holy shit! You was born in 2000.
When were you born, Miggs? Don't make me feel old.
I was born when fucking Jordan won his 6th championship.
Wait a minute, Miggs. You're older than me?
Yeah, I'm older than you, bro.
I thought we were like the same age.
Nah, I'm 24, bro.
Okay, so you were born 1998.
Yes, I was born in 98, bro.
Oh, okay, my sister was born 97, so we're in the same fucking circle. We're not that too far off.
She was born when Jordan won his 5th championship. I was born when Jordan won his 6th championship.
Hey, listen, I was born when the Yankees beat the Mets in the World Series.
Oh, yo, that's crazy. I just finished watching The Captain, bro. Wow. I just finished watching
the spring training stuff, and you made me think 2000, boom, fucking the Mets lost to the Yankees in the World Series.
Wait, who's your team?
I'm a Mets fan.
Oh my fucking God.
We went through this, Miggs. I said let's back off this topic. We may go into a fucking Bronx brawl.
Man, bro. How you from? Where I can't really say because Queens is not that far.
So I'm from Brooklyn. I'll tell you the story. So my father, Yankee fan.
Yeah, I gotta know the story because.
Well, let me just say this.
I got a story for you. I need to hear your story though first.
My father's a Yankees fan. Uncle's a big Yankees fan. My whole family Yankees fan. I think I maybe have one family member that's a Mets fan, and that's like out exterior family. I grew up not interested in baseball. However, when I used to go to work with my grandma. My grandma used to take me to work sometimes when I didn't have school or whatever. So one of the doctors on her floor got the hospital to legally let him paint his office orange and blue because he was a big Mets fan. So I would walk in there, and he had a bunch of.
Let him do that. They'd actually let him do that.
Fucking Maimonides Hospital, dude. You know him. The Maimonides Hospital let him paint his fucking office orange and blue because he was a big Mets fan. So he goes and he invites me into his office here and there because I'm intrigued by all this shit. He had like the seats when they knocked down Shea Stadium. He got the seats still.
Oh yeah, that was Chase Stadium. I forgot.
Yeah,
Damn,
so
that
when
was so long ago.
I think that was 2008 or 2009. Yeah, 2008 when they knocked it down.
They City Field now.
Yeah, it was the same year when they knocked down Yankee Stadium, which that was a mistake.
Yeah.
That was a mistake.
That just changed. Y'all just changed different banks.
Yeah.
we just move across the street. That was it.
The same thing. We moved from one parking lot to the next. That's it. Done.
Oh, that's fucking crazy.
But But so I go to my grandma's work, and he pretty much persuaded me to watch the Mets to watch baseball. So it was that, and then I started watching the Mets, and I got in love with David Wright. David Wright was like,
David Wright was good though. I ain't gonna lie, he was good.
He was a fucking top-notch ball player. Terrible injuries fucked him over, but what are you gonna do?
He was very injury prone.
Yeah.
There was like another dude that was. I want to say he was kind of like that, but he wasn't like that at the same time. You remember Carlos Delgado?
Oh fuck, the first baseman. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was the only dude that I liked in the Mets. I'm not gonna lie. If there was one dude that I thought of when it came to the Mets at that time was Carlos Delgado. That was the only dude I actually liked.
I was a big David Wright and Jose Reyes fan. Jose Reyes too.
Oh yeah, Jose Reyes too. Man, those were the days.
Yo, listen to me, man. I started watching the Mets. So after that, the 2009 I started playing, and then 2009 I started actually being a Mets fan. So that's how it happened. My father disgraced. He fucking he busts my balls all the time that he's a Yankees. So my dad's a Yankees fan. I'm a Mets fan. So the only thing we agree with is Rangers, and I don't even watch hockey. So he's a Jets fan.
I don't even watch hockey, and that's the only hockey team I like is the Rangers.
Yeah.
And I don't even watch hockey.
He's a Jets fan. I'm a Giants fan. He's a Yankees fan. I'm a Mets fan. We're all fucking opposite.
What about basketball?
Basketball. So now that's weird. I'm in Brooklyn, so of course when they came to Brooklyn, I got to root for the Brooklyn Nets, okay? However, before Brooklyn Nets was a thing, I was a huge Kobe Bryant fan, and they won.
That's what I like to hear.
And the year I started getting heavy into basketball, they just had double back-to-back championships, Orlando and Boston. So I was a huge Kobe Bryant fan. I was recording the day he passed away, the helicopter crash, and I stopped recording. I was on the boardwalk.
I broke down that day. I ain't gonna lie,
dude.
That day.
My friend it's actually funny. My friend who you remind me of, Joe. I've never seen him shed a tear. That day he was crying. I go home. I'm watching the fucking shit. I'm crying. But I was a huge fucking Kobe Bryant fan. So was the Lakers. Then. When LeBron came to the Lakers, it kind of tarnished my love for the Lakers because I'm not a huge LeBron fan. However, you gotta respect the man, but I'm not a huge fan of him.
He just broke the record like the other day.
It was last night. It was last slumber.
Yeah, he just broke. Yeah, that's crazy. That's the other day, like as if it wasn't.
Why the fuck would they stop the game to do all that shit?
I don't even know why the fuck. Like, and then mind you, you're still down by 5, and then the fourth quarter,
and they lost the game.
Yo, that shit makes no sense to me.
They lost the game.
They had the game.
They had 10 seconds left in the third quarter. They had a whole full quarter, and he's on the microphone. The commissioner's out there. If I was the Thunder, no wonder why they fucking won. Because I'm like, if I was the Thunder, I'd be like, fuck this.
The Thunder lost the last game. They gave up 141 points.
But that's why they won yesterday, because they're like, they want to fucking do this ceremony. The game's not even over yet. Fuck you. We're gonna destroy you, bitch.
But all those guys is good. Like, all right. So my team. I'm a Yankees fan because of for a lot of reasons. One, my grandfather, God rest his soul, and my dad, because, and plus I was born here, in the Bronx and shit. And then I got to see the best shortstop that.
There you go, yeah.
And then plus Yankee Stadium is literally just right there, like, you know what I'm saying? So I just enjoyed it, and I've been a Yankees fan, even though they get me upset every fucking time they go against Houston.
Man, fuck.
It's like, yo, like, it's like, bro, like, if we being honest, that's like, that right there is my 13th reason why. Like,
I mean, listen, dude.
No way.
I mean, listen, the Yankees and the Mets, both of them had a great year last year, and they just fucking flopped when it meant the most, and that's the same theme every year. I have a friend, Tyler, who he's a Yankee fan, I'm a Met fan. We bust each other's balls, and I actually recorded a podcast. I went down to Citi Field when it was the Subway Series, when it was Yankees versus the Mets. I went down there with the camera, and we recorded our audio with our phones, and I walked around with Tyler. I started busting balls with Yankee fans. We started just talking to people.
Because they came to your house first.
And you know what we fucking did to you, bitch? We fucking swept y'all in Citi Field. Then you guys swept us in Yankee Stadium. It was a fucking battle. It was a battle.
So it's like we couldn't even talk shit because we was in the same boat.
That's it. I mean, yeah.
Fucking boat.
But
I've been a diehard Yankees fan for like most of my time.
mm-hmm.
Basketball. Listen, you would think I'm a Knicks fan, but I hate the motherfuckers.
I was gonna say the Knicks, dude.
Yeah, I hate the motherfuckers with a passion. Like I hate them, bro. Like bro, like
the first move as an executive was to sign Lamar Odom, who was on crack.
Listen, bro. Look, my dad has lived in New York all his life. He watched Jordan, but I always asked him, like, yo, did you ever like the Knicks, this and that? And he said, fuck no.
And that's crazy because and back in his day, think about it. That was when fucking Patrick Ewing. You know what I'm saying?
That's when like Jordan was like taking over, but like he still respected the game, but he just wouldn't root for that.
Who was growing up back then though? Who wasn't a fucking Jordan fan? Even if you were like the I don't know who was like the Bulls' rivals, the Pistons. Even if you were the Pistons and you were a Pistons fan, you gotta love Jordan though. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure how people in Detroit were, but
except for Isaiah Thomas, he still hates Jordan to this day. Like, bro, that beef ended like 30 years ago. Get it over it. Get over it, bro. Like, come on, it's been 30 plus years, bro. You still hate this man, bro. Get over it.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, literally, are pushing 70. Come on, bro.
Yeah, the people that are still fucking kissing who's that point guard's ass? The fucking guy that didn't make the USA team. Dominique, no, not Dominique.
Talking about
who the fuck's that point guard from the Pistons? He would fight everybody. God damn it.
Outside of
Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, he was always fighting somebody. He was really always fighting somebody.
Yeah, fucking.
But like my basketball team, bro, is the Nets, bro. Because like that was the first game I actually talking about that.
I wrote this down actually about the Nets. I was gonna talk about the whole Kyrie Irving thing. I knew you had an opinion on that.
Man, I'm a big ass sports dude, bro. That's all I give a fuck about. I don't care about nothing else, man. I would fucking cry if New York was to get a championship, bro.
So do you watch football? What football fan are you?
Man, bro, is that a trick question?
The Giants or the Jets?
I'm a Giants fan, bro.
So I was gonna say to you, you didn't cry when the Giants won in 2012?
Yeah, bro. I was in high school when that happened. But I didn't get a chance to fucking see the first time that they won. I was pissed.
Well, 2007 when they won the first time, I was young. I was 7 years old, 6, 7. So I didn't really experience it. I wasn't even a football fan back then. 2012, I was full fucking into it. I was at a Super Bowl party at my uncle's. I had the fucking Manning jersey on. I was doing the salsa with Victor Cruz.
My dad grew up. He was always a Giants fan, but he grew up like watching like Joe Montana when he was playing for the 49ers.
Of course.
Yeah, so he grew up on that, but he always like rocked with the Giants because that's the New York team, which I don't know why the fuck they're a New York team if they're playing in fucking Jersey.
I always hated that bullshit. You fucking your stadium's in Jersey and you're for New York. There's something wrong there.
Right. And then the thing is, too, there's only one New York team, and that's Buffalo. And nobody gives a shit about Buffalo.
And MetLife Stadium it's a fucking tin can for a stadium. It's not even a good-looking stadium.
It's been like that. It used to never be like that. That's the sad shit. It used to never be like that when they had the old stadium, but MetLife is just trash.
I never been to the old one.
Why you think Jets and Giants players be fucking hurt within half the season because of how shitty it is over there?
Well, they have and turf and stuff too. Yeah, turf is not good.
Yeah, turf. But they're supposedly getting rid of that though, which they should because it's like, bro,
they should because they fucked up my FanDuels. That fucking turf. Let me tell you, my bets. They fucked up my bets with those turf. Kyler fucking Murray dislocating his kneecap.
Oh my god, man, that shit. Fucking, and I was watching Hard Knocks. I was watching a Hard Knocks episode when that happened.
You were watching Hard Knocks. I was going through fucking Hard Knocks watching that fucking game.
I know, man. Listen. Especially if you had, cause I don't bet, but I know like how the shit is, bro. Let me tell you.
Oh, those are the TikToks I make. You should make those TikToks. You would do fucking amazing,
I was thinking about that. But if you're a lucky person that guesses who the fuck is going to the Super Bowl, which Sunday. I kid you not. If you put Philadelphia to win the whole shit, bro, you know how much money you're gonna make.
I was gonna say my friend, the fucking guy from Barstool, Big Cat. I think he got the Eagles when they were plus 1,200 or something. I'm not sure. He's looking into a big payday. I think he put up 15,000 to win like 200,000 or something.
Man, hopefully he better.
Dude,
hope they don't sell this shit.
When I see those fucking people, okay, how about this, Migs? I understand this. This may be a New York thing. When you see people with money on the internet, doesn't it get you mad? Doesn't when you see people successful, doesn't it get you fucking ramped up?
You want to know what the thing is, bro? You want to know what the thing is that when people post like, okay, there's nothing wrong with showing your success. There's nothing wrong with that.
Of course.
When you show it off too much, you're more likely to make yourself into a target.
Yeah, because I follow these people that I just put down fucking 10,000 on the fucking Giants. Like you are the degenerate that I'm trying not to be.
So one dude that fucks with me, he showed me his ticket because LeBron broke the record. He literally betted I think 150, 200, and he just won back 1,000.
Fucking dude! I showed my friend Vinny what you could win, like if you were to make like those fucking crazy, Hail Mary bets when you try to pick all the winning selections for the weekend. Like if the 12 football games, if you picked 11 for 11 or 12 for 12 correctly, something nuts like that, dude, you can win straight up like 15,000, 30,000 if you put down $1. Like, it's those are the little things, though, that get you addicted. That's how I got my friend, quote-unquote, addicted. Like, I was like, yo, Vin, like, this is fun. Just, even if you put down, like, $5 a weekend. Like, it's just something fun to make you watch the game. And he's like, all right, fine, let me see. So I go on my FanDuel. I know exactly how to get him. I know exactly how to win him over and get a fucking gambling friend. I say, all right, Vin, pick the 10 games. Pick the 10 winners you think are going to come out on top. He picks the 10 games. I say, all right, if you put $2 down, you can win $12,000. His fucking eyes blew up. He was like, what? I'm like, yeah, but Vin, you got to be Rain Man. You got to be Rain Man to get this back.
Have to know. You have to know your shit. Like, that's the most important
and thing. Sometimes luck, too. Like, you could do all the research in the world. They ain't going to fucking help.
Literally luck as well. But also at the same time, though, you just really have to understand, like, how the whole gimmick works.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people will make these crazy bets. Sometimes they'll hit and sometimes they won't hit, but it's like, it's like 1 in a million. But if you win, you'll be happy.
I'm the type of bettor that likes to always, like, even if it's small wins, the wins fulfill my fucking needs. You know what I'm saying?
Like you said, it's literally, bro. Like, I have a friend that he be taking nonstop L's, bro, and and it's like, yo, bro, like, why the hell mind you, we be playing Fortnite, bro, so it's like, we talk about this shit all the time.
Yeah.
And I be telling him, like, bro, like, okay, I understand you want to make some bread, and that's fine.
You could have bought, you could have bought 5 blowjobs with that fucking money.
Exactly, but the problem is, bro, is that, when you get too addicted and start losing too much money, then that's when you have to really question.
Yeah, and my friends, and listen, you're busting your friend's balls in a good way to save his fucking life and try to wake him up. My friends bust my balls when I'm being responsible. I may have, let's say, even if it's $50 in my FanDuel account, that $50, dude, if I'm lucky, it's lasting me a good 2-3 fucking months because I only bet like $10 a weekend and I go for the small wins, even if I'm winning $5 and I put down $1 to win 5, or I put down $2 to win 15. It's the little wins that are making me use house. I'm playing with fucking house money. I'm not winning the $300 bet. I'm not winning the $400 bet because I would lose $500 before I win that $200. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's just
and that's how shit is. But
that's how it gets started.
But at the same time, it's like, I understand. I mean, listen, money is money. It's hard to get it.
Of course.
But at the same time, it's like you don't always, like, I mean, at the end of the day, man, if you feel confident in doing it, do it. I don't do betting. I don't do betting at all. because I would listen. If I had like a 10 to 20 leg parlay, right?
Yeah.
All of them hit, but I need somebody to hit a 3-pointer. If they don't fucking make that 3-pointer,
That's it,
I'm
dude.
literally, my hand is going through my TV, bro.
Sick. No, sick to your fucking stomach, Migs, because I had a fucking Derrick Henry touchdown bet or whatever the fuck, where I needed Derrick Henry to get one more goddamn. I felt like I was in Goodfellas. I was like, Henry, fucking Derrick Henry to get one more touchdown. Do you know they direct snapped to him? He's the running back. They directly snapped it to the fucking running back, and he threw it to someone else for a touchdown.
And mind you, he was supposed to be the one that's supposed to get the touchdown.
Dude,
and that's it.
Sick.
And then what's worse is that if it happens at the ending of the game.
Oh my god, dude!
On their possession.
But when it works out for you, orgasmic. Like
Exactly.
the first night of the NBA, the season opener on TNT this year, this fucking October, whatever. I bet it was like the doubleheader. It was Clippers, whoever the fuck, and fucking Lakers, Warriors. I needed Andrew Wiggins to get 2 more points, and I needed 1 more assist from Stephen Curry. Do you know Stephen Curry passed it to fucking Wiggins for the 3, and he fucking made it. And after he made it, they subbed out all their starters. I was like, fuck yeah, bitch!
And then when you check the ticket.
And then when I checked my ticket, I only won $30. So what are you gonna do? You know, it is what it is.
No, it's all good. Listen,
that's what I mean. It's the small wins. Fucking $10 more. I got myself an 8th.
A win is a win. It don't matter how you get it. It don't matter how the fuck hard it is. A win is still a win. That's how it was. Bro, that's how it was when like most of these games. Okay, man. Yo, listen. I had like a fun ass time watching my team fucking play throughout. Even though I ain't gonna lie, man. Even though I gotta fucking bring it up, getting cooked 3 times against the fucking Birds. That shit blew mine.
Yeah.
Bro, you know how it is, bro. Bro, literally, man. Oh my god, like, every Sunday, bro, I would watch the games with my pops. Bro, we would get so pissed because of how bad the Giants were every fucking year, bro. Like,
yeah.
And then mind you, I wake up like not too early, but I wake up at a certain time to watch these guys.
Dude, I Sunday, like in the beginning of the season when they were shocking us, when they were going like 7-1, I was looking at my computer, and my cousins are big into football, like they played and shit. So I expected them to like know maybe the secret of what the fuck's going on with the Giants. But my cousin Ricky said, and this is something I will never forget, because this is how I knew we probably weren't going to go to the fucking Super Bowl. We weren't a team to go to the Super Bowl. So fucking my cousin goes, nobody told the Giants that they're not that good yet. Like nobody told them yet. So they're just playing and I think around the, like the fucking 9th week when we lost to Seattle or whatever, that's when, Daniel Jones.
That win, that W just like, but at the same time, Seattle had a sneaky defense, so it's like you can't underestimate it. You cannot underestimate it at all. It's like a hit or miss. Like they have a defense when it's a hit or miss. Their offense is what really keeps them going, but their defense is a hit or miss.
What did you feel? Let me get this last sport opinion from you, then we'll wrap it up. What was your opinion on the whole Kyrie everything? Not talking about the trade. From another New Yorker's perspective, because I think my fucking viewers are a little irritated and they're sick of hearing me rant about it alone. What was your opinion on how Kyrie Irving was being not treated, but how he was acting, how he went about the whole entire anti-Semitic stuff? Because in my opinion, he's just a big fucking whining baby bitch, and that's just my opinion. I'm sorry.
No, that's all. No, that's all good. I respect everybody's opinion. Well, if you really want to go back, you got to go to like how shit started in Cleveland, like when he wanted to leave Cleveland, and then when he came to Boston, everybody thought he was going to be the man. This and that. He wanted
to show people. He wanted to show people that I don't need LeBron. I don't need the fucking star guy. I am the star guy. But he's just become the cancer.
Mm-hmm. At the same time, though, it was the same shit like that in Boston. Boston was like that as well. But it was like I gotta say this: when he got traded to Boston, he kind of fucked up Isaiah Thomas' life too. If you don't see it, like, because Isaiah Thomas was hooping at that time when he was in Boston.
Yeah.
Now a lot of people are gonna remember that, but at the same time, Boston had a young team with Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum. So, there was already, off the bat, they was good, like, by paper. It was supposed to be
Of
good.
course,
But,
yeah.
these guys
I mean, look
came out
at
of
the
college.
Nets, fucking KD, Harden, Irving. Of course it looked good on paper. Look how it's turning out.
Then he gassed everybody's heads up saying that he's going to resign with Boston, which he should have never said that shit. Because
Yeah.
why the fuck would you gas everybody's heads
Then
up?
he
You
goes
just made
back. Then he
yourself
goes
look up.
back and stomps on the logo. Like, come on.
And then he ends up going to fucking DK. He missed him. He misses out that 1 year without KD because he had that torn Achilles.
Dude, is it just me, or why the fuck was there not more games where they all played together? Like, I felt like the fucking Nets team, there was always something going on. Like, literally, for 3 or 2 years we had this fucking roster. I want to say, I don't even think the amount of games they all three played together, Harden, KD, and Irving, I don't think it adds up to like 86 games, a full season amount. I don't think it does.
It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. But what I'm saying is that, listen, if we be honest, though, this shit dated back to when the whole vaccination mandate was around too. Because remember, Kyrie's a religious person, and religious people don't believe in modern medicine like that unless it's not their own medicine.
Yeah.
And I have nothing against that. I have nothing
Of
against
course,
that at
of
all,
course.
because that's who people are. And it kind of fucks that up because it's like, okay, listen, I understand you don't want to be a sheep, and I totally get that.
Yeah.
But you live in a state where it's gonna be mandatory. It's gonna be mandatory. Like, listen,
and technically that's your fucking job. They're paying you millions. You're not gonna have.
People get vaccinations growing up. So why is it any different?
And also, not even that like you said, the religion aspect, and everything. Of course, respect that. But also, though, just the way I swear to God, even if the whole anti-Semitic thing, also even going past the COVID that's yin and yang, that's whatever the fuck. The fucking anti-Semitic stuff, yes, okay, you reposted a thing that had anti-Semitic stuff in it. That wasn't great. What are you going to do?
But then what the thing is that it got blown. Okay, listen, right? And I'm going to tell you right now. Like, okay, he didn't say nothing at all. All he did was just retweet it.
No, exactly. All he did was retweet it.
It got blown out of proportion when the owner of the Nets seen it, and then blew it out of proportion. Mind you, the owner of the Nets is fucking Asian.
Okay,
Asian people don't even like black people. They don't even allow them in their own country.
I mean that could be a conversation on its fucking own part, because I don't even know half of the shit on that fucking topic. But I get what you're saying. However, though, if you did that, right, you retweeted something like that, right? Let's say one day you saw something, you were into it, and then you retweeted it, and that content that you retweeted was offensive and was false and said that the Holocaust was a lie, everything it did say, right?
Like, and then how it could have been handled. Like, listen, how it could have been.
But
handled,
instead
of blowing it out of proportion, handle it in private. Don't make it. No.
Of course, a lot more things could have gotten done in private. However, though, in terms of the way, if like I'm saying, now put yourself in his shoes. You do that, okay, the next day you go to work, you go to practice, you're in a press conference, normal press conference. You don't expect it to get brought up because in your head you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't say anything, you just retweeted something. So when they ask you, let's say you were sitting there and they go, okay, Miggs, you retweeted something that is, it's anti-Semitic, it's false, it has a lot of false things in there. Are you anti-Semitic? Even though you didn't say anything, even though you didn't,
say anything,
you could say, you would say, Miggs, I think you would say though, I'm not anti-Semitic, no matter what you tweeted or whatever. If you know you're not anti-Semitic, you say his fucking childish fucking behavior was, I'm not answering that. I don't know. I'm not. No. Just say no if you're not anti.
But it's like this, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not anti-Semitic. You know, I got Jewish friends.
No, I was putting you in the example. I wasn't. I'm not sending this to TMZ.
Nah, you good, man. You good, man.
I'm not gonna send this to TMZ and get you canceled.
What I'm saying is that, like, if I'm in his shoes, like, he's not anti-Semitic at all because he's very religious. He's very religious for the shit. Maybe he knew the whole backstory because it was just a film. It was a film, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
and it had a lot of shit in it that was wrong. It had a lot of shit in it that was fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was like some shit that was in it, and he probably didn't even know until somebody blew it out of proportion. Now he's not anti-Semitic.
Yeah, so if I was him, I would just be like, listen, I'm not anti-Semitic. It was something I watched, and it was something that I think is just piece of his. Maybe he could have said, I think this is something that I think people, no matter like how people try to say, don't teach this in schools, don't teach this in schools, but you're not trying, but you shouldn't block anything from being taught. He could have just said something like that, and then say, but I'm not anti-Semitic. Let's not blow this out of proportion. Let's fucking play basketball. I just did that. But I'm not anti-Semitic. It could have been nipped under the butt then, but I don't know. I'm just bringing up Kyrie Irving because now that he is out of Brooklyn, he is now traded to the Dallas Mavericks. Do you think that if things start to go smoothly for the Nets and the cancer, let's say that was Kyrie, starts to dissolve and things start to get more positive in Brooklyn, ain't that a clear fucking representation now that everywhere Kyrie goes, it's a fucking fuck up?
Because thing is because it's his off court issues that he always has. That's where
going to parties during COVID and not like giving a fuck. Like, come on, dude.
Plus, the only reason why he gets accepted is because of how he does well in the court, and that's like anybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? But if he was never like that, then things would have worked smoothly.
That is one thing. That is one thing I will always give Kyrie.
Like I felt bad when he got traded because I was like, yo, I love Kyrie. I love his game.
He wanted it though. He said, "Fuck you, Brooklyn." That's what he said.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, it was sour on both ends. It was sour on both ends, from like front office and him.
Yeah.
Which it was bound to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It was gonna happen sooner or later. That's like why Harden's in Philly, because he wants to. He's seen what shit happen.
Yeah.
He's seen what happened, and you can't blame him. Everybody was knocking him for leaving, but now you see it. You can't blame him for doing what he needs to do for himself because he's trying to win himself.
Yeah,
he's trying to win a championship. But it's not his fault for leaving. Now, if things start to run smooth in BK, it tells you a lot. Now, I feel bad what's about to happen to Luka if the same situation happens with him, because Luka is a very great talented dude. Like, bro, this man makes basketball simple.
I see Luka actually doing more. I see Luka doing more.
He has more, and then plus, like with Dallas, like look, they gave up fucking Dinwiddie and Doherty and Finley Smith. Let's be honest, bro. Yeah. Like you gave up two, like you gave up a defensive player and like a playmaker that's not even fucking 6'1". He's 6'7", 6'6" at best, and you need height. Height matters. Like height matters. Not a lot of people realize that, but height matters. That's like, well, except baseball. You could be the shortest dude. You could be the shortest dude. Still go crazy. Like football, basketball, fucking soccer, fucking boxing, hockey. All these guys, like height matters. Like baseball, you could be the shortest fucking dude. You could be a midget. You could hit a fucking ball out the park with no problem, and you're still contributing.
Yeah.
Like height doesn't matter. Height doesn't matter in baseball. Height matters in every other major sport, especially fucking football. Just imagine you being 6'6" playing wideout.
No, I feel you, dude.
6'1" guarding you. Somebody's guarding, and that happens. And that has happened before. Like in the league.
Let's just hope fucking Brooklyn does better, and let's just hope we have a good team to represent.
Listen, if KD dips, I'm still gonna root for them.
That's so, it, dude.
Like I told you, like the first team I watched, growing up in person was actually the Nets when they first came to New York. I watched like maybe a couple of games when they had like D. Will when they was in New Jersey with Eyes Out Center, and everybody surprised me. I forgot like I somehow still know the name of the other place that they was playing ball at. Eyes Out. Like not a lot of people know about Eyes Out Center, and now really they're in the Barclays and shit. And I went to a game one day. This was when they was in the playoffs with D. Will, with a washed up KG, Paul Pierce, Jason Terry, Joe Johnson, and fucking Brook Lopez when he actually mattered. Yeah, exactly. So I don't listen, man. I'm gonna say right now, bro, fuck the Knicks.
That is a great way to end this. Fuck the Knicks. Great little fucking mic drop. Miggs, I love this. I definitely want to talk to you more in the future, dude. Like I said,
man.
we're both in New York. We're both in New York. I would definitely also love to film with you, dude. If you want to ever do something in New York, Times Square, anywhere, dude. If you have any ideas, skit, whatever the fuck, I'm gonna hit you up because I definitely see a lot of potential and stuff we can do with that, especially with a lot of the New York style content. So I'll be hitting you up, dude. I appreciate you taking the time out to talk to fucking wacko me for a little bit.
Nah, it's all good, man. Don't worry about it, man. I always like to enjoy my show. I'm ready to like do anything in the future, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just like, hit me. I'm gonna
Fuck yeah, dude. And also, dude, let's try to go to a fucking baseball game this summer. Let's try to go to a fucking game.
Man, I just hope, and man, I just hope. Can we just fucking just get over the fucking Astros, bro? Like, come on, like you guys fucking.
I'll try not to. Well, if we do go to a game, I'll try not to pick an Astros one.
I didn't even get a chance to tell you the story how like one of my best friends became a Mets fan. And like I was like, damn, I don't know what to tell you right now.
That's for the part 2. That's for part 2.
Part two.
There you go.
Say that, man.
What are you for the listeners watching to end it up? What do you got in the future? Have any fun plans looking forward?
Man, listen. I'm just gonna keep grinding. Weighing in for Super Bowl and shit. I hope Kansas City wins because I still hate Philly. I don't like that they packed us up 3 times. That just blew mine.
Yep.
Just more creating, bro. Just keep grinding, keep working on yourself, keep maintaining, and things will come along your way. You just have to really be patient. Things take time. Things doesn't happen overnight.
Hey, patience is the key in this fucking in this industry. Patience, or you'll go crazy. You'll fucking start going nuts.
Exactly.
So yeah, follow the Instagram down below, you sexy bastards. Like I said, Migs, thank you so much. And all you other people, go like, subscribe, do all you gotta fucking do, and I will see you next week. See you later.
No problem, man.